everybody doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Oldies Show. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. Today we're going to be playing your best country hits from 1990. And we start at the top of the hits. Came out in January that year. Who's Lonely Now by Highway 101. Here we go. All right. We're playing your top 1990 hits today. We've got a whole bunch coming up for you here. Some of the top ones. That one was Highway 101, Who's Lonely Now. Came out in January and ruled there. So they had Who's Lonely Now, Keith Whitley, Ain't Nothing, and Clint Black, Nobody's Home. All came out in January of that year. February, we started up with a little Alabama, and this one was called Southern Star. We got 905 Game Zone on with us. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Oh yeah, that was a good one. Hey, they were on the charts in February of that year with Eddie Rabbitt, who also had On Second Thought. And then, of course, for March, we started with the Outridge Boys and No Matter How High. Big shout out to our friends over at Back to Beach Radio. Outridge Boys. This next song is fitting because this next one came in from Patty Loveless. This one's called Chains, and it was on my ex's birthday, March 10th in 1990. That seems a little fitting, don't you think? Here we go. In April, Lori Morgan only had 5 minutes. Could you imagine that? Just 5 minutes. But that's the song she was on the charts with.
You look so disbelieving.
More music, more fun.
That's right, we're going to have more fun. Oh, because we've got Love on Arrival happening right here by Dan Seals. He was also in April with Lori Morgan for this one.
And I understood almost
This next guy, he was on the charts for the first time, and he had so many hits. It's amazing that he was only on the charts, just getting on the charts in 1990. But Travis Tritt had his first number one hit called Help Me Hold On, May of 1990.
The greatest songs all day long.
This next guy here, he's been around for a long time. We've had a ton of hits come out of him, but Clint Black was on the charts twice in 1990. First in January with Nobody's Home, and then secondly in May, he was teaming up with Mr. Travis Tritt with Walking Away. Here we go. A little Clint Black for you right there. He was on the charts in May of 1990. This next guy here, Ricky Van Shelton, has to be one of my favorites. And you know, he's retired now. 86 to 2006, he charted more than 20 singles. I played them all. Love Ricky Van Shelton. But this one here, I've Cried My Last Tear for You, was on the charts in June of that year.
when you left me lonely here, I cried my last tear.
One of my favorites, Mr. Ricky Van Shelton. Oh, that's so awesome.
All the biggest hits. Right here. Right now.
Oh, this guy started June of that year, and George Strait started his Rain. He was the second one in June to be on the charts. In July, there was one person on the chart. Just one person in 1990 for country music in the charts. And this guy, who has so many hits, it's unbelievable. Garth Brooks with The Dance.
But it's funny, this song fits perfectly well right here. The song's called The Dance.
Once we got through July, we had a couple in August. We had Dan Seals with Good Times. And then we also had this one from Shenandoah. A little Next to You, Next to Me came in August 1990. From 1990 in September, Alabama was back with Jukebox on My Mind. Song in 1990, and in October, this one came out from Garth Brooks. This is from the Country Music Ensemble, the shorter version, Friends in Low Places.
Blame it all on my roots.
With that song. Hey, November had Reba McEntire, Joe Diffie, Holly Dunn, and KT Oslin all on the charts. Joe Diffie was on with this one called Home. November 1990, he was there.
Number one. Hit music station.
All right, so here we are. We are the top hits that we had for 1990. We got one more to play for that's it. We're going to go on out with this one here. But we had starting in January, I'm going by months for this 1990. We started in January with Highway 101, Who's Lonely Now, Keith Whitley, It Ain't Nothing, and Nobody's Home by Clint Black, all hits in January. February had Alabama, Southern Star, On Second Thought by Eddie Rabbitt, and in March we had No Matter How High, the Outridge Boys, and Chains by Patti Loveless. And we also had Hard Rock, Bottom of Your Heart with Randy Travis back in March of 1990 as well. We moved into April with 5 Minutes from Lori Morgan, and this was just a few months after her husband Keith Whitley passed away, so that was the first time she was on. Love on Arrival by Dan Seals was also in April, and then we moved to May with Travis Tritt having one of his first ones on the chart with Help Me Hold On, Walking Away by Clint Black in May as well. And then we moved to Ricky Van Shelton, I've Cried My Last Tear for You in June, and Love Without End, Amen by George Strait. And of course, July reigned Garth Brooks with The Dance, and August, Dan Seals with Good Times, and Next to You, Next to Me with Shenandoah. In September, Jukebox on My Mind by Alabama ruled the roots, and Friends in Low Places with Garth Brooks. He was back in October of 1990 with that hit. November had Reba McEntire, You Lie, Joe Diffie with Home, You Really Had Me Going by Holly Dunn, and Come Next Monday with KT Oslin. I've Come to Expect This From You is the last one from George Strait, and this one here was written with his buddy Cannon and Dean Dillon and recorded by George Strait. It was released in October 1990 as the third and final single from album Living It Up, and it peaked at number 1 on both the U.S. Billboard and Hot Country Singles. So let's hear this one, shall we? Here we go. I've Come to Expect This from you, George Strait.
So upset.
Oh, that was a good one there by Mr. George Strait for sure. Big thank you to everybody for listening to the Oldies Show. You can get it. We go live every Monday, so check it out from 12 to 1, and you can check it on various other stations like Back to Beach Radio and more. So check out the listings for that, and thanks for listening to the Oldies Show. Today's show, the hits were brought to you by Hot Country Charts, and these are Hot Country Songs, a chart that ranks top performing country music in the United States, published by Billboard magazine. So Billboard, thanks for ranking all those great songs. So many. We theme every show. So join us, and we'll talk to you next time, my friends. Be good out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And you're listening to Bruce Outridge and Oldies Show. Enjoy. We'll see you next time. Have a great day out there for sure.